I got some food coming in a minute. Don't worry about it. First off, can you hear me? Testing. I'm not talking anymore until someone says they can hear me. Hit that like button on the way in the door, but can you hear me? Do you hear the words that are coming out my mouth? Until someone comments they can hear me, I ain't saying nothing. Mama flipping the building. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Because last time I was talking and y'all just let me talk. So, guess this. No, don't fill that up. No, you know. Yeah. D Nice, what up? Space City, what's good? Maryland in the building. And yes, happy Wednesday to you too. SV the God, Boston in the building. Donnell, thank you. Thank you. Corey Kirk, thank you. Last time y'all had me looking crazy out here. My man watched the video. He was like, you wasn't talking for a little while. So I was talking to myself. Jackson G in the building. Gary Mack, what up? Chance Miller, what up? Okay, y'all hear me? Cool. Dirty Work is in the building. Trenton Makes, what's good with you? Ty Law in the building. Dirty Work is the Halloween 23 details is ready, baby. They ready. I've been selling mad Halloween tickets already. Matter of fact, we done sold 5 rooms in the mansion already. Yeah, Halloween, Halloween moving. It's crazy. So yeah, if you interested in Halloween, people already hit me up for Halloween. So yeah, hit me up, Dirty Workers. I got you. Michael Young, what's good? Mo Music. Double A in the building. Sean in the building. What's good, Sean? Douglas from ATL. Jay. Oh, what up, Jay? Definitely. See you next week. I'll be here. First off, I want to shout all you guys up. Yeah, hit me up. Like I said, bro, I ain't lying. I've been selling mad Halloween already. People hit me that couldn't get in the villa. The weekend of was like, I'm staying in that villa. Tell me how much I got to give you. I'm giving. Some guys paid me like a week after Halloween. No bullshit. So first of all, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I mean, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Excuse me. You guys have probably seen it already. I already did it. It's already set up. Next Wednesday, 1/11. Next Wednesday, the return of Wednesday Night Raw. It will be 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, hosted by Big Boss Real Talk, and I got some guests. And the topic is going to be, who are the passport bros? Sorry, my phone's going crazy. And this is going to be a dope topic. I'm giving everybody to get their notes and get their homework done, because I'm about to kill the internet next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, the return of Wednesday Night Raw, hosted by Big Boss Real Talk, and the topic is, who are the passport bros? And let me tell you something, I got some guests. New YouTubers, vet YouTubers, super YouTubers. It's going to be crazy. And it's going to be a good combo. So stay tuned for that. The return of Wednesday Night Raw. That's why I'm doing this live now, too. Let you guys know it's coming back. Sean said, you need toys for All Kings Day, bro? But like that, I got some more toys here. Look, my man delivered some toys. I'm actually starting tomorrow giving toys to a couple of people to take to certain neighborhoods I can't reach on Friday. We got a lot of toys. It's gonna be a lot of work. I was talking to Vern, shout out to Vern, how doing all this stuff and getting all it done, it's a lot of work. It's great it's great before and it's great when it's over. In the middle, it's like, geez, this is a lot of work, but it's cool. We gonna get it done. D Nice said, last time I was at your spot, I tried those unlimited wings, dude. I'm back in Maryland dying for them. I appreciate that. And appreciate all y'all guys who show up to FlipFlop. Trent makes, yeah, now we gonna have a good talk, baby. I got some things to say. And I know you see all these videos, but I'm gonna break it down for real. Stephen White, what's good with you? See you on Monday. Jackson G, there's more than that, bro, because guess what? And I'm not gonna go into it right now, but some of the hate comes from dudes calling motherfuckers pimps. only travel for sex. It's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. And I don't care who does a video before Wednesday. It's going to be literally a great video. Great video. You guys have a good one, all right? All right. It's going to be a great video. Burton Lewis. So let me get into that. And that's another I want to talk to you guys. I was gonna do a video yesterday, but I was real caught up. So if you guys watched the game, I watched the game. I was watching it live. That situation that happened in the NFL touched me. It touched me because I went through something similar. Not me, my teammate. And it's wild because he's been in Sosua many times. A very good friend of mine. Went to high school together. And watching that on them, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen CPR being performed. Now we're talking about Jamal Lewis, safety for the Bills. Excuse me. When I saw everybody upset, the first thing I said to my man Dave, who's here right now, I said, bro, something's wrong. Why are they crying? If you break your leg or you hurt your back, you ain't got to cry. Couldn't find out they were doing CPR. Now, for some of you guys, I've done CPR twice in my life. It's not something you want to do. I mean, you're saving someone's life, but it's not something you want to do because it's stressful. You're literally holding someone's life in your hands. So those players probably never in their life actually seen real life CPR. And it's not what you see on the TV shows. It's not what you see in the movies. It's serious. Defibrillation, all that crap. It's serious. Not crap, but it's serious. And it's someone's life. So those players were going crazy and upset because it's a difficult sight to see. As someone who's seen it, done it, I can tell you right now that it's traumatic. It's a traumatic experience even to look at it. So hopefully he'll be better soon. They said he's breathing better on his own. So not on his own, but he's breathing better. We'll get to that. It's an unfortunate situation. I love football. It's a violent sport. I played it. People think I'm crazy. Maybe it's from the concussions when I was a kid. I don't know. When we was kid, they said, are you injured or you hurt? They threw some smell of salt to your nose. You ran back out there. That's just what football was for us. Younger generation, they pay more attention to it. So hopefully they get better. But I was emotional during that situation because it brought back. First off, I never want to see anybody hurt or in that situation ever. But it brought back a situation when I was in high school. My good friend Hans, who, by the way, on the drive home, I had to contact him. We had to speak because it was so emotional for me watching that, having an ambulance come, not being carted off the field, having an ambulance come on the field. And I told my man that, I said, it reminds me of my man. So we playing ball, high school football, and Hans made a tackle. He made the tackle, and we all getting back to the huddle, and he said, I can't move. And I'm not trying to get emotional talking about it because, like I said, this situation reminded me of this. And we're like, get up. He's like, I can't move. Hans had broke his neck. Now, I wasn't paralyzed, thank God. Actually living a great life, and we used to work out together later on, and everything was kind of normal. But Hans had broke his neck. And I remember sitting there like, what? Nothing happened. It was a tackle, and that was it. But back then we went down with our heads, what they would call targeting now. I had a targeting penalty every play back then. So I'm watching my friend on the floor, and not only can he not move and be taken off on a stretcher, because the doc said, do not move him, let the ambulance come get him. The ambulance had to come onto our field and get him off. Very traumatic experience for me. I remember telling Hans, I love you. And that's all I said to him. And in our conversation that night, he even hit me. He said, I should have thrown a thumbs up to let y'all know I was okay, but I was just so like, oh my God, I can't feel nothing. And I was like, bro, it brought tears to my eyes thinking about it because of you. And the rest of that game, I was telling my friends, the rest of that game, I forgot who we were playing. We had a dirt field. So the ambulance left tread marks on the field. So that was really it was really just an ambulance right here. We had about a quarter and a half to play or something like that, or a whole half to play, I think. And we was all like messed up. The coaches decided we're gonna still play. Everybody's like, all right, we're gonna still play. But we wasn't even hitting no more. We was more like, hey, go down, go ahead down. You know, it really wasn't a football game anymore, but we had to finish. Per rules, we had to finish the game. So it isn't as bad as DeMar's situation where his heart stopped. But to see that traumatic experience, I went through something like that, and it's like it messes with your head. Okay, we literally, there was not a football game played the rest of that game. We were like, hey, go down, whistle, hey, come here. Like it was like with the way they touch quarterbacks now, hey, go down. That's what we're doing. We're like, hey, go down, bro. It's not, we don't want to hit. There was no real football being played because everybody's still traumatized. And that's when I saw this situation. This took a long time. That's when I knew something was wrong. Like, why is it taking so long to get him off the field? Same thing on situation with Hans. No. Si tú compras uno, yeah. But with Hans, it took a long time. You know, you're like, get up. You know, this is football. So that's when I knew something was wrong. So with his situation, pray for the young boy. I mean, he's done a lot of good in his life in a short period of time. With his toy drive, he got $4 million. Busca in the office. It's an office in just good. $4 million to his toy drive. Everybody's donated. I sent a small donation. I ain't have a lot of money, but I sent a small donation. You know, 24 years old, got a lot of life to live. 6th-round draft pick, starting in the NFL. It's a big deal. So, prayers for him, and not condolences. Prayers for him and his family. Hopefully he pulls through. It's a freak thing. Like, you know, doctors are breaking it down. Oh, this, that, this. It's a freak thing. Unfortunately, it happened. I hear all the conspiracy theories and all this stuff. Listen, let's let the young man get healthy first before we start going into all the conspiracy theories. That's my biggest thing. We have a young man whose mother is hoping her son recovers. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. And everybody was kind of talking about it. Everything else doesn't matter. You have a young man whose heart stopped, which is a big deal. So definitely prayers up for him. Trent said, "Break, yeah, I will break the passport bros down like penicillin because I want to know who they are. Because we'll have this conversation next Wednesday, I promise you, and it's going to be a dope conversation. Mark it on your calendar. Go up there now. You can share it now to your people. Let them know, hey, there's about to be a convo that you may want to hear. Free Society in the building. Definitely hit that like button. Shout out to C3 215 in the building. The Man Lounge. What's good, my brother? Happy New Year to you too. And yes, the Giants are in the playoffs. And now one of the most confusing parts about this is what they're going to do with that game. Because both teams are fighting for all three teams are fighting number one seed. It's going to be in the Costa de polo shirts, arriba. Yes, it's una funda. So yo busca, tú dame $1,000. I get it. 1 second, yeah. That's not what you said. I never admit when I'm wrong. But yeah, that game, even though the game was irrelevant that night, the game was definitely irrelevant after that. I said, this game's over. No one's going to play. Like, who would want to play after seeing that? But they remember, we do have a bye week before Super Bowl. And that's for the Pro Bowl. So they can figure it out. If you remember, during COVID, we had Tuesday games, Wednesday games, Friday games. They'll figure that shit out. What's most important is homie gets better. You know what I'm saying? Chief Justice in the building, a.k.a. Mr. Toastgate. Hey, listen, y'all still up for that number one since Philly lost. Y'all still up for that number one. Dominic Davis, what's good? Yeah, so right now it's a 3-way tie in both divisions. Philly, San Fran, Minnesota for the number one seed. Buffalo, Kansas City, and Cincinnati for the number one seed in the AFC. That's why that game was like super important. But obviously, like I said, thank you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Obviously, the game does not matter in a situation like that, and no one will like, I even knew no one's gonna want to play that shit. Once they said CPR, because we were watching it live. Once they said CPR, I was like, 90% of those players have never actually seen someone give CPR. All right, here's the thing you got to understand about CPR. For you guys that don't know, you're doing chest compressions. You're pushing someone's heart to pump again, okay? And you're pushing very fucking hard to the point where you may break some ribs. You may bruise their chest cavity. Like, seriously. You're trying to get this person's heart to move again. So it don't look like I said in the movies, they're doing this. Ah, man, you are pressing as hard as you can to that point. They may think you beating that person up on the floor. And there have been situations, so you guys understand how CPR works, where people have gotten charged with assault or something until a coroner went and looked at the bruises and the broken ribs and said, no, that's from CPR. Real shit. So for them players to see that CPR, like, I know it's definitely traumatizing. Me, all right, you gotta understand something about me. I don't fold under pressure. I don't crack. I don't panic. That's one thing about me I can say about myself. I do not panic at the moment. I may fucking have an anxiety attack when it's over, but at the moment, I'm even my mom says I'm go. My stepdaughter had a seizure one time. Everybody's going crazy. I grabbed her. I said, y'all calm down. Turned to the side. Make sure she wasn't swallowing her tongue or biting her tongue off. Said, call the ambulance. We're going to get out of here. Cool as a thing. The CPR situation, my first time doing CPR, I wasn't even sure of myself. But I said, let's get into action. You guys get the defib. Like, let's go. Dude passed out. His people are going ape shit around me, which is one, it would make somebody nervous, but I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, both situations, I ain't have to use a defib. Another time, one of my clients in the gym passed out. Like, literally, we're talking, and he's working out. I said, all right, go to the next exercise. And he just collapsed. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Not to make joke, but it was like, so I got to go into action. I do not panic. Now, I said, I will be honest with you. I got bad anxiety. When the situation is over, you may see me my hands start doing this. I start being all nervous and shit. But when it's over, when everybody's good. But at the moment, I'm good. And those players have probably never seen nothing like that. So, another reason for this live, y'all guys hit that like button. I was going to do it today, but I decided to do it. I'm going to do it on Friday. I'm going to do a live on Friday. How to be a good expat. Now, I want you to hear it again. How to be a good expat. That video is going to be Friday. Because I told you guys this a million times, and I'll say it again. I'm going to use DR as an example. It goes for Colombia. It goes for Thailand. It goes for Brazil. It goes for everywhere. Some people live in the country, but don't actually live in the country, if that makes sense. Like, some people live in DR, but don't actually live in DR. Or don't actually be in DR. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go about that. How to be a good expat on Friday. I'll do that live. Because I've heard some crazy shit this week. And I realized that, and one of my boys hit me. He was like, I said, bro, but you understand something? Dudes want Canada in DR. Dudes want America in DR. You can't, this is Dominican Republic. And they won't conform. They want the country to conform to them. So I'll explain that on Friday. We'll go into it. Shout to Vern, it was a good title. How to be a good expat. Let me catch up on these comments. Aline, was good with you? Darren Higgins, definitely shout to you. Paradise Life 2023, much love. Douglas, shout to Douglas. Concerning the Bills-Bengals game, there are only two options. Void the game or finish the game after week 18. That's what they were talking about. I mean, here's the thing. We still have that extra week pre-Super Bowl. There's that 1 week off where Pro Bowl is played. No one gives a damn about the Pro Bowl or flag football. I would say void the game just to keep the consistency of what we got going on. And I don't think those teams or those players would complain, even though remember, if they void the game, Kansas City's 1, Buffalo's 2, Cincinnati's 3. it'd be kind of difficult to go into a brand new game at the clock at the same time, starting 7-3, because you got to start from where the game ended. It sucks to avoid the game, but look at the situation. There's no handbook for this. This ain't a broken leg. This ain't a concussion. There's no handbook for this. So void the game, and then you just got to deal with what it is. And everybody's got to deal with that. Or once week 18 is over, push the playoffs back. You can't move the Super Bowl. Push the playoffs back 1 week. They play that game. That's just it. You know, they'll be those two teams will be a week behind of everybody. That's all. Oh no, the Cowboys can't get the #1 seed, bro. Yeah. Now you can't. 30 excellence. You talking about? Hold on. Eagles, 49ers, and Vikings got to lose for you get #1 seed. Ain't gonna happen. AJ Turner, what up? Gringo #3 in the building. See you next weekend, brother. Elvis said, "What's up, Flip? Have you realized that Dominicans and Colombian chicas are always hungry? They never tell you that they are not hungry. They order expensive stuff from the menu." No, they order expensive stuff because you pay them. I had some friends who went to Cabaret at the beach one time, and the chicks ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, which was a seafood platter. One of the chicks was allergic to seafood. So my man's flipping, and so they called me. I said, "Bro, you tell them get this or this." She ordered what was expensive because she thought it was going to just be some good shit she can never have again. And she don't eat seafood. Hello. So they had like 2 seafood platters, 1 each. And one of the girls don't eat seafood. Hey, I'm telling you, SV, some of them be worse. Barissimo, what up? Like I said, I'm having a nice show on Friday. How to be a good expat. Also, I want to say, so let me get the comments first. Gary Jones, good morning to you, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. AJ Turner said Pro Bowl should be after the Super Bowl. Well, remember, AJ, it was. The Pro Bowl used to be after the Super Bowl. What they did was, since they went a week back, because the 18 game schedule, one week back, they put the Pro Bowl in between the Super Bowl, which is why I say they have options right now. There just won't be no 1 week off for the Super Bowl winner. I mean, for the guys going to the Super Bowl. That's all. That's how it always was. No bye week. Straight to the Super Bowl. Is what it is. He said, just don't buy it. I want to say something. So, stuff comes across my desk all the time. Now, most of it, I never really get these comments because I don't price gouge, and my prices are pretty much the lowest in Sosua, hands down. And people get mad at me and say, Greg, like other businesses, Greg, why you charge this? I charge what I want because as long as I'm making volume, I'm good with it. Some places do price gouge, not everywhere, but some places do. Here's what I'll say to the people that talk about businesses in other countries. Any single person, YouTuber or other, I'm talking to everybody, that talks about how much a business charges. Now, if you're not having a comparison or you don't own a business, you should not even come out your mouth and say nothing. And like I said, none of these comments that I'm speaking of were ever directed towards me, but I've got to stick up for businesses. I've heard people say what this costs, what that costs. Bro, that tells me you don't know supply chains, you don't know margins, you don't know inventory, because you're just talking out your ass because you don't want to pay X amount of dollars for something. But if you knew business, you'd be like, all right, Paper Man, shout out my man Pete, man, who's always on here, who tells me all the time, raise your prices, raise your prices. Who said, I raised my prices 3 times last year in his business. And now not in the auto. Because he knows margins, employee pay, all that stuff. Most of the people that will talk about what a business charges, and like I said, I'm defending businesses, but I will confess, there are a few businesses that overcharge, which is why I win a lot, because while they're overcharging, people come over here and go, yo, them dudes charge double over there. Well, I got to do with them dudes. Here's my price. That's it. And I'm always fair with my prices because that's what I like to be. I'm a fair person. I'm different. So if a person does not own a business or compare to their business or compare to their business acumen, you can't speak on another business. You just can't. You just cannot. So no knock to everybody. Well, no, it is a knock to everybody. Any YouTuber, and I'm like I said, it's not directed at one person. I've heard this from a couple conversations. Any YouTuber, any friend, any chatty patty in a WhatsApp group, Facebook group, whatever it is, if they do not have a business, they should not talk about what another business charges in any country. Now, if you be like, well, I went here because this was cheaper, cool. But don't sit there and put a conglomerate in all businesses and say, yo, they be overcharging. They do this, they do that. You don't know what it costs to run that business. Matter of fact, you don't know what it costs to run any business because you're an employee. You don't know how much your boss has to charge people to pay you. So unless you know those things, I don't think you, and like I said, I'm talking to everybody. I don't think anyone should talk about what businesses charge. And that's just me. Like, I know for a fact there's businesses that overcharge. And when you know what I say, they're gonna do with me. I know what I charge. I don't get into that. That's not my problem. I know what I charge. But I'm just gotta defend the businesses because I don't compare them to my business. Number one, I know my overhead, I know my margin, I know my supply, my demand, my inventory, my supply chain. So I know all my shit. I'm on top of everything here. But those dudes may pay more rent. They may be forced to pay extra employees what they don't want to pay. Some businesses feel they have to have a chef. I despise chefs. I love chefs, excuse me, but I despise chefs in a business because a chef is gonna chef. I want the food tasting exactly the same every time you come here. If the chef got a bad attitude, your shit fucked up. So, and I don't want a chef to make my eggs. Like, bro, just give me some fucking scrambled eggs. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. A chef is Salt Bay. He doing all that. Bro, give me a steak. Relax. Just give me that. Sit your ass down in the corner. You know, they'll overpay for a chef. They'll overpay for certain things because they have no choice. So I don't know their expenses. And you don't know their expenses. Some guys are paying rent out the ass where most of their money is going to rent. They got to charge what they got to charge. So that's just my say to everybody. When people are talking about, and I'm talking about every country, guys, every country. There's a business I go to in Brazil that I love. And I do pay more every time I go there, but I get exactly what I want every time I go there. All right. Now, if I went to another business and they had this particular two dishes I really like, I go there. But I haven't found it. So I go to this business. I get what I want. I get what I pay for. It's always perfect, and I have no problem paying it. I know it's more, but I enjoy it. And there's not other options on this particular thing. Colombia, the food absolutely sucks. So I'm usually eating KFC or Chinese food. And like I said, for me, anybody that tells you food is good in Colombia probably be eating like McDonald's their whole life because food in Colombia is the freaking worst. And I laugh because people are like, 80% of the people will tell you Colombia food sucks. It's trash. The people that be like, Colombia got the best food in the world, they be eating McDonald's their whole life. Like, they really have no taste buds. They don't know what they used to the school lunch, NYC school lunch. You know what I'm saying? They may have been locked up waiting for pizza day. I'm just saying. When I be like, Colombia food's great, I be like, you ain't had no grandmama cooking in the kitchen? Like, you don't know what real food tastes like? No, not guys. No disrespect. I'm just saying. Let me catch you with these comments. 215 said facts. Small islands must import product, which is true. Hey, feel good. Let me tell you something. People wonder why Playero's got certain things so expensive because you can't get this shit in Playero anywhere else on the island. The American products in Playero, you'd be hard pressed to find new shits anywhere. The owner of Playero, who I love him, he's got great products. knows this is a tourist town. There's a lot of expats here. So what did he do? He went and got American products, Canadian products, European products. That shit cost. And when you go in there, you're going to pay more, but you're going to have a taste of home with you. What's up? What the fuck? Bro. Yeah. Hold on, I'm on live. Go ahead. I can't get my Peter Pan peanut butter everywhere. I can get it in Playa. I can't get my strawberry jelly everywhere. I get over there. They was the only place with grits. Now there's no more, but there was no place with grits. Gotta pay, bro. Shit costs money. And the worst part is, all right, let's talk about wings. Now you guys know I'm the king of wings. We ain't gonna worry about that no more. I pay extra for my quality of wings. Nobody on the North Coast has my quality of wings. I can guarantee and I can put my stamp on it. Nobody. I pay extra. But do I charge more? No. Not at all. Because I know my value. I know what I'm getting back for that. And I know that when you go somewhere else to have wings, you'll be right back in this motherfucker. It's my stamp, I guarantee it. I remember I had someone ask me for my wing connect. I was like, are you crazy? I was like, do you know what I had to do to get that wing connect? Do you know the things I had to go through to get my network? Why would I just give it away? Everybody wants the easy route. I put the work in to get this where it's at. You want something? Hey, let's slide something to the table. We'll talk about it. I don't know what it's worth, but it's worth a whole lot. Mr. Beast, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Beast. Listen, so we shout to Murder Mace. What is it called? The holidays held everything up, but they're on the way. And here's the wild part. I already know when they finally arrive, as I told Murder Mace, as the day they arrive, we're putting in the next order. So trust me, I have them soon, and I'll have some backup. So it's going to be all good. And I will definitely 100%, before I even have it in my hand, once it's arrived to Mace's house, I will be like, hey, we got them. Let's get the orders going. We still don't know how much the shipping's going to cost because they got to ship it. But they told us that the holiday slowed everything down. But we got them. They got their money, so we waiting for the product. I will have them soon. 30 Excellence said, Flip, have you been a gay? Yeah, I love Gas Hernandez. It's cool as hell. Gary Jones said, Mr. Flip, actually, your selected price points allow me to actually purchase more food, beers, and drinks because I feel your prices are fair. Gary Jones, thank you. And that's my point. If I do volume, I sell more. You see what Gary just said? It proved my point. You end up buying more because the prices are good. Now, some people believe in let me be a millionaire today. I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to make sure I can pay my bills. I make sure I can pay my staff. That's all I care about. But everybody don't, you gotta understand something. I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, in the hood, in the ghetto. I'll be here. Did you come back? I'll be here. All right. Everything about me is giving and caring about other people. I don't want to charge you this amount. Like when I had to raise my prices like 10%, I was like, oh man, I don't want to charge that. Think about that. All because I don't want you to look at me like, yeah, that's 10%. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really feel. I get embarrassed if someone said I was price gouging. 100% will get embarrassed. Put your bag right there, bro. She actually writes to me. So you know what I'm saying? And I got special. Like my biggest thing with me here is remember how I talk about the guys who go to get cereal and bologna sandwiches? I wanted those guys to say, oh, I could eat here. It ain't gonna cost that much. I wanted everybody across the board to be like, yes, this is good. Trent Make said, Flip, come on now, Colombia hamburger. Oh, wait a minute, Trent Make. I ain't say everything. Those hamburgers and the hot dogs at the glizzy stand with the cheese and all that, those are amazing. I did a whole video on the street food. Those are amazing. But that's few and far between though. You know what I'm saying? That's few and far between. We talking about overall, I can go to every restaurant. And when I'm in Medellin, I only eat at Super Mario Brothers. There's a restaurant called Super Mario Brothers. Matter of fact, I was there so much, I got the hat. I showed you guys the hat. Super Mario Brothers. About the video game, they got 2 of them. Barbecue, burgers. I only eat there when I'm in Medellin. I've eaten everywhere and it would just suck. And KFC, because you can't mess up KFC. When I'm in Cartagena, I probably eat KFC damn it every day. The Chinese restaurant, I forgot the name. Shout out my man Bert. He put me on to another spot I'm gonna check out my next time in Cartagena. But we're talking about the majority. You know what I'm saying? Of places just aren't good. Gringo number 3 says, side note, shout out to whatever mic you're using. I literally only hear you. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, look, this was a good investment. Now, if I can get better at making thumbnails, I want to give a big shout to Keith and shout to Big Boss, who made me some dope thumbnails. I suck and editing videos. I literally have not put a recorded video out, which I mean to, because when I edit it, I go back and watch. I'm like, man, that sucks, bro. Because I'm watching other people's videos like, man, y'all are good. But I think I found the secret. Joel Cable said fired. Big J's escaped to the... Oh, what up, Big J? I hope you're feeling better, too. Blessings to you, brother. Speak Spanish now in the building. Carl, we talking about life, man. We talking about everything. Talked about the DeMar situation. Like I said, prayers up for him and his family. Talking about Friday. Friday, we have How to Be a Good Expat. We do that show. A lot of miserable motherfuckers moving out of the country. Moving to other countries, which is weird. I'm like, all right, case in point. I am genuinely happy. Forget all the little nonsense here and there. I am living on an island and I cannot swim. At what point can I be mad? You guys know when I respond to haters and trolls, I do it just so they, like literally I do it because they're looking in the camera and they know they soft when I talk to them. That's the only reason I do it. Because they know if they saw me in person, they'd be like, sorry. That's the only reason I do it. Like you guys may think, hey, Greg just talking mad shit. Listen, when they watching this video and I respond to them and they look in the camera and they got me on the big screen or little screen, whatever it is, and I say something directed to them, they know the difference between me and them by the words I use and how I say it. That's the only reason. I ain't mad at nobody. I'm living an amazing life. But wait a minute. Hey, Free, what does that say? I'm living the paradise life. And he mad vain. He put his name on the bottom down there too. Shout out to Free Side. He laughing right now too. He mad vain. He had to put his name on the bottom of it. Why would I not be happy? Which is why I don't understand how people can move to other countries and be unhappy. I had the police behind me just because of traffic. Police behind me for 30 minutes this morning. Not once did my butt get tight, did I get nervous. I just kept driving. And they were behind me with the lights flashing and going about their business. Not once did I have to feel that someone's going to break into my home. Not once did I feel that someone wanted to rob me or hurt me or do something to me. And I'm from New York. Shit is different. I'm just saying. My worries are way less. My stress is way less here than it would be anywhere in the world. Well, I'm sorry, as far as America goes. Everybody can make a million videos, whatever, talk about whatever they want. I don't worry about racism. Matter of fact, what was it? 6 months ago, and I never really mentioned this because these ignorant things don't bother me. 6 months ago, I was walking, I think to get something. And this white dude just came out and he was blocking the sidewalk, excuse me. And he was being a dick. And I was like, yo, bro, so he said some shit that I won't repeat. That really is not that important to me. I was like, you won't get out that car, though. That was all I had to say. And I kept it moving because I was like, you won't get out the car. I know what it is. Maybe he had a bad day. He didn't say the N-word, and even if he would have said it, it wouldn't have bothered me. I ain't got to deal with that. So why would I be unhappy? Which is why I don't understand why people move out of the country and are unhappy. Stay your unhappy ass back home. As V said, Flip, I agree with you 100% about Colombian food. Again, it's about the food and the ones who like it. As V, I don't mean to be disrespectful. And then my man Bert, shout out to you, Bert. Bert showed me some spot. Like Bert's good with the food too. I definitely, when he posts a food spot, I'm checking it out. But to me, when people say Colombian food is great, I'll be like, you've been eating McDonald's and your grandmother never cooked for you. Or you had a 30-year-old grandmother who ain't know how to make cook. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take it back. If you had old Gussie from making Georgia in your kitchen cooking, you'd be like, I know what food tastes like or supposed to taste like. Titus CPT, what's good with you? Shout out to Our Repair Autos, big up Flip. A lot of businesses want to get rich quick with silly prices. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh no, listen, and that's my point. But what do I win by price gouging? And I'm telling you right now, P-Man, who is a business person, owns businesses, he's told me many a times, other businesses have told me, can you please raise the price of that? Can you please do that? Can you please do that? I'm like, no, I won't. Now, when I have to, one thing about this country that I can tell you, when I tell you there's a shortage of chicken and all that, they level the prices out of chicken. So what they do is, even if it goes up real high, because they know that, hey, all right, it's going to be high for 2 months, but let's bring that shit back down. The government will regulate that shit because they go, listen, people can't afford to buy chicken. Bring it down. So, you know, chicken shortage, they jack it up. So chicken stays at a pretty decent price. Once a year, it may go up a little bit. Once a year, President, they may try to jack the price up. Okay, but as long as it equals out to what I'm doing, I'm all right. And I'll even ask guys, like, hey, what you charge for a beer? Okay, long as I'm not over anybody, and that's not the competition. I just don't want to be over anybody because what they charge sometimes is about what they pay. You know, we don't all have the same distributors. We don't all pay the same rent. So they may pay more, so they may charge more. But like I said, when it comes to business, and it's pouring right now, when it comes to businesses, if a person don't own a business, don't want to take to run a business, you just won't, you're just talking out your ass now because you don't want to pay $4 extra. You know, go get the dollar menu at McDonald's. I don't know what to tell you. Get some bologna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start selling packs of bologna. You can't eat it here at FlipFlop, but I'll sell packs of bologna so you can buy it and go home eat your bologna. Trent said, yeah, I don't say, hey, Colombian food's trash. Reggie BX in the building. Shout to you. Rich in the building. What up, Rich? Peace to you, Reggie. Donnell said, dudes are more than salty. You live in your best life. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, like, that's why I say, like, I don't understand when there's expats that are miserable. I don't understand why someone's on vacation. I do understand the vacation being miserable. I had a conversation with my man, Rob. Some people come on vacation and have a great time, may get too drunk, and they get upset thinking about their life back home. Does that make sense? So they're not mad at you. They're mad at the fact that they got to go back home. So some of those guys on vacation mad because it hit them, I got to go home in 2 days. Think about that. So Rob had it out with somebody the other day, and I said, Rob, it wasn't you, bro. You got people that are just mad on vacation because they don't want to go back home to the BS. But when you live here and you're out of the BS full term, long term, you should never be angry. Never, ever, 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 ever. You should never talk bad about the people in the country you're from. Why are you there? I mean, the country you're at. Why are you there? Why be in a country where everything's so bad? Why be around people when everything's so bad? I told you my one knock on Dominicans, and I'll never, ever stop saying this, and if you drive with me, you hear me curse everybody out. They can't drive. Prove me wrong. Let me get a sign. Dominicans can't drive. Prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I heard some MrFlipFlop in America, cops behind me. I look for a gas station. You hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I don't even think twice. Matter of fact, I don't even pay attention if they're behind me or in front of me, on the side of me. Don't pay attention. Chris Corky, what's good with you? Good morning to you, love. JM said, get your money right and won't have the stress in the U.S. or anywhere. Of course, if you ain't got money, you will have stress. That's true, too. But, yeah, well, as long as you got enough money. Enough money. I am a big component of having money to make sure you're good. But some people don't have excess or don't need it. And they don't realize they don't need excess. Ricardo said, Flip, I did hear that about their food. I'm telling you, Blade Runner, what's good? Salute to you. Jose Dominguez in the building. Nigga mama right there, she said, hey man, Gussie can rock those pots. You don't know. I repeal all those. McDonald's serves trillions and counting, and the prices are cheap. Actually, a dollar burger ain't $1 no more, is it? McDonald's ain't $1 no more. Well, Blade Runner, you got to send me some good spots. You definitely got to send me some good spots. Can't pay more. Does the bologna come with day old bread and mustard packs? You've been somewhere. You've been somewhere in Queens too many times. I know you're probably laughing right now too. Like, y'all want the bologna sandwiches or the jelly, or the peanut butter and jelly with the one mustard pack. Yeah, the dollar ain't no more dollar menu right now. Ain't it like a $4 menu? They done slight, even in DR, it ain't a dollar menu. It's like a 245 peso menu, which is like $4, something like that. But also, I want to say this, and I want to one of this part. I'm gonna do this on my Instagram tomorrow. Bathroom. It's the first door on the first door on the right after the bike. I will say this, right? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do this on my Instagram tomorrow, and I'll probably post it to YouTube as well. I think we'll talk about it more Sunday, but never let anyone who's doing less than you give you opinions on your life. I'm very adamant about this. I give opinions, I give advice, and I'm never saying you got to listen to everything I say, but I'm never going to give you an opinion about your life, whether I'm doing better than you, whether I'm doing better than you or not. And you'll never even know if I'm doing better than you. I wear the same clothes. I'm in Paradise Life every single fucking day, just different colors. Like, you'll never know how I'm doing in life. I don't flash money into that shit. I'm doing $1,000 video for the month. When I say living better, also how I'm living. Now, I'm living better than a lot of people on how I'm living, meaning my mindset. I can guarantee that. A lot of people woke up mad today. I did not wake up mad today. I woke up, read like I always do, went over some numbers, came to work. But I say that I'm living better because of this. My positivity, my mindset on how I focus every day in life. My drive. I have a hell of a drive. I'm the hardest working man in this, so everybody know that. My goals, but financially, I'm never gonna say I'm living better. That's not how I get down. But I'm never gonna wake up angry or depressed or worried. Not suffering from depression, but that has nothing to do with how I'm living. That has to do with things that are in here. But that's why I keep positive. That makes sense. So anybody not doing better than you, and I mean anyway, whether it be financially, whether it be emotionally, whether it be in life, how they're thinking, do not let them give you opinions on your life. How? You got to remember, some people are content in their life. They're so happy here, being mediocre, that they don't want you to surpass them. No matter what it is. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about no matter what it is in life, they just don't want you to surpass them. So they'll give you opinions so you can stay at their level or below. Always remember that. Family, friends, blood sometimes is not always blood. They will keep you at their level so that you do not surpass them. So when someone's giving you opinions, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't travel here, you shouldn't make that investment. Listen, if they are not looking down, not saying physically looking down like they're better than you, but looking down like you can look up and be like, man, that motherfucker living great. I need to live like that. Then they should not give you an opinion. They just shouldn't. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I know it sounds weird, but at the same time, no one who's not doing better than you in any sense of the word, better, should be telling you or giving you opinions about you. My biggest thing is when people tell me about me, I be like, what you doing? My biggest flex in life is when dudes, dudes who talk trash about money. I be like, come on, bro. You know, you got dudes who just started seeing money last year, or PPP loans from COVID. Like, don't talk about money. I'm not rich. My goal is never to be rich. I'm not saying my goal is never to be rich, meaning my goal was never to be like, oh, I need to be rich. That's not how I live. LJ, what up? Joel said for the dudes who don't want to go to home, apply for a job at Paradiselyfe. Facts. You can definitely get a job at Paradiselyfe. I don't know what position's open, but you can. Rich, I would play it because it would cause too much drama, being that they're all fighting for the number one spot. All three teams fighting for the number one spot. So I would play it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, in this situation, they can take a say, hey, we're gonna give a mulligan. Sorry guys, Kansas City got number one, which they might have took the number one spot anyway. You guys number two, number three, coin flip. We're just gonna let that game slide. It could happen. We'll see. NFL hasn't told anybody what they're gonna do yet. But they got people working on it, trust me. Just like when we had COVID and they had games on Tuesday, Wednesday, they moved all the games around and never missed the Super Bowl. They know what they're doing. Jose said it's the negative vibrations, though. A lot of us are vibrating. Some people told me, sorry. A lot of us are vibrating super low and they suck the life force out of us. All facts. What's up, baby? That's the best way to say it, Jose. The negative vibrations. And you got to keep that negative energy from around you, too. Another thing, those people that are around you with negative energy are bringing your energy down. The negative Nancys, the chatty patties. You know what I'm saying? The nah, I wouldn't do that. Those people, don't keep them around you. Daryl said, when is the monthly breakdown? What I'm doing is I'm gonna do a recorded video. I already started it. And I'm sharing it to both phones so I don't lose nothing. Each week I'm gonna update what I spent until we get to the month, and once the month is over, I'll put the video together and send it out. So yeah, each week I'm not gonna update y'all. I'm gonna update in the I'm gonna record it, update what I spent, how it's looking. I already did the disclaimer about rent and no rent, so we'll see how that goes. Because some people want to see rent, some people don't want to see it. So I'm gonna do both, what it would look like with rent and without rent. All right, but I'm doing pretty good. I had not a bologna sandwich, but a turkey sandwich. I had some tacos from my taco truck in Montellano. You know, doing pretty good. My budget's looking really good right now. Even with the room, I had a couple drinks. Looking pretty good. Couldn't buy a whole bunch of shots, but I had some drinks. 30 Excellence says Skip stands by his tweet. But here's the thing. Read it clearly. Nah, I don't rock with Skip, and he's a total dick if he was saying anything. But what he was saying was, if you read the tweet from the jump, he just said that they can't cancel the game or can't postpone the game because it's so important. But at the end, he was saying a man's life is more important than the game. So like I said, he should have said nothing. He should have shut his damn mouth. But I don't rock with Skip. I never did. I don't even watch Skip and Shannon, and I love Shannon Sharp. I love Shannon Sharp. I love his podcast. I'm subscribed to one of the channels that only does his comments. They don't do Skip's comments. So I don't watch them. Ricardo said 100% flip. I got a homeboy. Whenever I get around him, the life of the room go down. His energy is that bad. Bro, there are the woe is me people. Woe is me. My dog just died. My car got a flat. My basketball's out of air. My sneaker got a hole in it. Like, the woe is me people. My water was too cold this morning. My coffee was too hot. Everything is just negative. Nah, man. You know, like they don't see the good in anything. It's always the bad. And those people are the ones you got to keep away from you. But in which I'm getting to that video for the expats on Friday. because there's people like that living here. How are you always me and you at a beach? I got a beach right here. I don't even go to the beach that often, and I'm right by a beach. But I'd prefer to be by a beach. I'll tell you that much. But those woe is me people, what do I? And I don't mean to bring up the Bible or religion, but I call them the wannabe Jobs. If you know what the Bible is, how everything happened to Job. I call them the wannabe Jobs because you're not being punished. You're just being fucking negative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your faith ain't being tested. You just being negative. Job's faith was being tested. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened to him. And he stood strong, and God said, we got you. But the wannabe Jobs, because oh no, why is this happening? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But the more negative energy you speak into existence comes back to you. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Mr. B Smooth, man, we got the chicken and waffles, chicken in waffles. I had the fruit plate today. I upgraded the fruit plate to watermelon. I didn't have watermelon before, but I added watermelon. I found a good watermelon connect, so yeah, I got some watermelon. Flip-flop omelet, but I will say this: the Mexican breakfast, the Mexicana, my favorite. I won't even lie. I eat that probably three times a week, and I shouldn't. So yeah, gotta have shrimp and grits or fish and grits. I was actually gonna do grits for the live, but I decided I wanted something else. No, Joel, Shannon does have tons of patience, and I'm gonna tell you what Shannon has also. He has the awareness to know he's a big black man who drinks Hennessy and smokes weed. He don't show it, but he shows his blunts. His black and mild, who is very intimidating, and he knows how to say it, when to say it, but he also knows he's got to say it with factual information. Like I said, I love Shannon Show. I just don't rock with. I didn't rock with Skip when he was with Stephen A. I don't like him at all. Big Trado, what up? He says a lot of people are mentally depressed. Bro, believe it or not, it's because they keep bringing the negative energy. They just keep bringing it. If you only speak negative, I think I told you guys all the time. When you speak negativity into existence, it becomes your life. When you speak positivity to existence, it becomes your life. So the more you say, man, my life is terrible. Man, I hate this job. Man, I don't make enough money. You're going to keep bringing yourself down. The more you talk bad about yourself and your life, the more your life becomes bad. And it's all because you are not thinking good and positive. You're just thinking negative. So, yeah. Listen, bro, I know that shit for a fact. And I tell people all the time, when you thinking like that, get from around me, because I don't think like that. I don't live like that. My entire life, no matter what I went through in life, and I've been through some shit, I'll be like, we're going to figure this out. It's going to get better. No matter what I've been through. Never once did I say, oh, this is the end of it. It's over. It's all gone. No. We're going to get it back. We're going to get it again. We're going to fix this. Argue with your girl. She'll be all right. She'll love me in the morning. Like, it's just that attitude you got to have. It's just the attitude you got to have when you stay negative. And you're going to see what I say when I have this, when I do the video for the expats. The more you are negative, the more negative things happen in your life because you talked it into existence. That's all you can do. What's up, Murdoch? That's all you're doing. Speaking it into existence. He said, Debbie Downers, keep them away from me. Ricardo said, unhappiness is a state of mind and the people how around, not your location. It's all exact. Thank you. It's all upstairs, man. And I wish that's what I preach to y'all a lot. And I try to sink in your head. You don't have to have that bad energy with you. We all go through shit. Listen, you can have a week where your car broke down, your dog died, your favorite auntie died, you lost some money because the car broke down and you got out the car and maybe $500 fit out your pocket. Shit rolls downhill. It snowballs. But guess what? You ain't got to go down the hill with it. You ain't got to roll down the hill with it. Get your ass up, climb back up the hill, get back together. And in due time, it all works itself out. You may not believe it, but it does. I told you, every morning, before I get in the shower, you are a champion. When I get out the shower, after I say my prayers, take my vitamins, you're a winner. I don't gotta talk to nobody but myself. I'd have had a chick in my bed. You like, who the fuck is he talking to? I ain't talking to nobody but myself. You know why? Because I believe it. And if I say it loud enough, it flows in your mind. It flows in your mind. You can sit there every single day and procrastinate and live life basic, or you could live life to the fullest and get the best out of your experiences, no matter what it is. King Sam in the building. Shout out to Scott Holloway. Shout out to my bro. There's the link right there. Paradise Life Watches. Make sure you grab you Paradise Life Watches. You know, shout the Omen timepieces. Make sure you grab that, man. With some dope work. We got 4 options. Hit that website, man. Hit that website. Shout to Paradise Life Watches. They're very dope. Our order said you become the average of the 5 people around you. Let me tell you something. You know how they say watch the people around you or keep those people around you? If you are sitting there with your crew, right? With your crew, and your crew is gossiping and chatty pattying and talking bad about other people, that's all y'all doing? If your crew ain't talking about starting businesses, buying property, buying land, I'm just talking everywhere in the world, not just one place. But like, yo, we need to do this. We need to figure something out. We need to go make some money. Your crew ain't talking about that. Y'all ain't much of a crew. I want to talk about things that's happening and getting busy and all that. Who's the blessing?
I'm the blessing.
Shout out to Zara.
I'm the blessing.
Even though I'm the blessing, but it's all good.
No, I'm the blessing. And Big Spew's the blessing.
See that?
You can get mad. I don't care.
See that positive attitude right there?
You know I love you.
See that positive attitude? Always positive, always smile. How can you be mad when you got people around you always positive? Oh man, always smiling. Can I get General Tso's on the side? So let me show you guys this. This is my meal I'm about to eat. I had breakfast already, so my chicken and broccoli a flip-flop, only a flip-flop. Chicken and broccoli. That's gonna be my lunch. But yeah, you gotta keep those positive people around you at all times. Otherwise, you're doing what they doing. And what they doing ain't much. Oh, that's good. Now I get my photos. That chicken and broccoli, boy. Joel said, yeah, I heard about homie. Yeah, he I saw the video. He smacked the shit out of his wife. Jerry Jones in the building. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Donnell, I want you to say it again for the people in the back. People who gossip to you will gossip about you. Thank you very much. You think they only talking about that person in your presence? They talking about you too. Jerry Jones said, what's your opinion on Orlando out? I use one of my main car places I use. The guy I used when I first came down here no longer has his car business. So I've used Orlando for years. Very good friend of mine, great businessman. Years and years and years I've used Orlando. So yeah, I rock with Orlando Rent-A-Car. A1J in the building, what up? Oh, you found a company? A1J. 2 things I need from you, A1J. And I'm sorry to blow you up on the live. I need the link to that spot and the Barrel Connect. Hit me up. Reggie BX said positive vibes all the time. There you go. Oh, Blade Runner, no, it's on point. Jay, oh yeah, okay. -12 for Georgia. Oh yeah, -12. You know why? Because I don't know. You talking about the Georgia game? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I do not know. Now I'm gonna take my General Soul sauce No, that's the chili sauce. Okay, I like the chili sauce anyway. I'm gonna pour it all on it. Oh yes, that is sexy. I asked for General Tso's, but they brought my chili sauce. I got a special chili sauce. No, it's not on the menu. It's just a sauce I like. Oh yeah, look at that. That's delicious. Dennis Strong, happy Wednesday, you. The link to that mansion y'all did the party at. Remember, I said I don't know the owner of that. I need the link so I can check that out. Titus CBT said, I was thinking about it, but it's hard betting against Georgia. Like it was hard betting against LSU. Mire, pon eso en la nevera y dame Sprite. It's hard like Tom Brady in the playoffs, Joe Burrow, and Georgia. It's always hard betting against them. Put my food over here. This angle is crazy, right? I was watching this. This angle is kind of crazy. But yeah, stay tuned. Also, like I said, Friday, next week Wednesday, the return of Wednesday Night Raw. I'm taking Tank. He's already mad that his girl lied on him. Wednesday Night Raw, the return of Wednesday Night Raw next week, 7:30 p.m. It's already scheduled. And Big Boss Pro Talk will be hosting. Put that in the letter. The topic will be who are the Passport Bros? And it's gonna be a dope topic because it's not who you think, or it's not what you think. So stay tuned for that. Starting the toy drive tomorrow. It's gonna be really, really dope. Hey BD, what's good with you? It's gonna be really dope. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of work. I'll probably need 2 or 3 cars. And when I say start, we're doing an orphanage and a school tomorrow. So we'll see how I go. What up, big dog? How you? I'm good, man. Good?
No, pull up some shit.
Pull up, baby. Pull up. I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm doing a lot here. Don't worry about it. You good? You good? You ain't in the game. Don't worry about it. Titan said, by the way, they drive decent. They don't drive anywhere good. Might be a little more road in San Cristobal, but they don't drive anywhere good. They don't drive anywhere good in this country. But I'm from New York, so driving for me is different. The motos, all right, let me break down New York. The motos in DR are the same as the yellow cabs in Manhattan, or the dollar vans, we have vans, or dollar cabs in Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx. Same shit. They cut you off, they wild out, all that, same shit. So it's the same thing, in my opinion. People not signaling, all that stuff, it's normal as hell. He said it's gas. Well, Las Terrenas is more touristy. I won't say better. I haven't been to Las Terrenas in maybe 5 years. But I won't say better. Oh, sorry. I won't say better. I will never say better. Gaspar Hernandez has his stuff. It's more countryside. I took some guys hang out there many times. More country. Oh, King Sam, I got the assistants now. Let me tell you something. He just stopped being lazy. I hate this motherfucker. Sam, yesterday, I did the pic. I posted the pictures, y'all. Pictures up already. Yesterday, I decided to separate all the toys, male, female, right? That was so freaking hard that I didn't even get the bags ready for the schools and the orphanage and shit. That'll be done today. I was like, oh my God, it's a lot of toys. I was telling my man when he said he saw the picture. So my mom's room was smaller than the other rooms I took the pictures in. All the pictures took up all the toys, the whole room. I still had 2 bags of toys outside of the room. I gotta take a nice picture. So shout out to you. This is Gaspar and it's better than Las Vegas. I said it, I don't think it's better. It's country. countryside. I like the, see, me living here, I like the local stuff. Kicking up with the locals, going to the local bar. And we'll talk about that Friday. A lot of guys don't want to do the local. They want to be around nothing but Americans. That's dope. I love Americans. I love America. But I want to go, I live in DR, I want to be Dominican, go to Camaro, have a drink, go to a little bar, local bar, have a drink. Actually be around some local women, local guys, hang out. Jose said facts. I drove in Manhattan for a living. Oh, you already know. So when I came to DR for the first time, I rented a whip. You just had to be alert. That's it. It's the same thing. So yeah, it is what it is. But it took me a while to drive here, though. If I tell people it's not the safest place to drive, but once I got my groove and this shit ain't nothing. The biggest problem here, besides there's no rules to the road, is that people will drive slow as hell. Like there's two types of people here that drive: fast as hell or slow as hell. There's no in between. Like either people drive stupid fast and cutting everybody over every 5 minutes, or they just drive so slow that you're sitting there like, are you on your brake? What are you doing? There's no, like the car's rolling. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. There's not a lot of road rage here, bro, because everybody's just cutting each other off anyway. There really is not a lot of road rage. I probably got more road rage than most people. Yeah, really not a lot of road rage. So you know. But guys, any questions before we get out of here? I'll take a couple questions before we go. And like I said, stay tuned for next Wednesday Night Raw. Wednesday Night Raw returns 111, hosted by Big Boss and a bunch of guests. Friday, I'm doing how to be a good expat right here at the bar. Hey, dude. Yeah, hitting the mode. I tell people, accidents here, you might want to just either take care of it in cash or get out of there. I can go. What's good? The best beach for the local experience DR, the ones I see, the Mad Church. Sosua is one of the top beaches in the country. But my favorite beach is Playa Ensenada, which is in Luperón. Hands down, my favorite beach in the whole country. I love going there because it's out of the way, real local experience. I've only seen tourists there when I had them there, or I bumped into some tourists that were staying at the resort. But Playa Ensenada is my favorite. It is a drive. You will be driving for a while. But that's my favorite beach in the whole country. But you got an island of 100 beaches, so you got many, 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 many options. Oh yeah, they cut you out. It is what it is. So nothing you can do. So I'm gonna get out of here, eat this food. You guys stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely share that video for next Wednesday, 111. Wednesday Night Raw returns, hosted by Big Boss. I got a lot of special guests coming in. And the topic is, who are the passport bros? Gonna blow your mind with this one. Stay tuned for Friday. I will be doing how to be a good expat. How to not be freaking miserable. I love all you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Peace from me to you. A whole lot more coming. I'm out.